Ladies and gentlemen, this is JW Schmo from Team Raytheon. Welcome to After Hour Gaming League's B League. Let's start off with an introduction of the players. This is in the bottom left-hand corner, playing as Protoss for Twitch, is Golf in the blue color. And in the upper right-hand corner, we have for Team Raytheon, BueBz playing as Red Zerg. So we have two titans of industry here playing against each other today. Golf is a platinum playing Protoss, and BueBz is a platinum playing Zerg. So we should see some very exquisite play for this being a B-League match. And just a little bit about the two teams. Raytheon is currently set up to have its charity as Math Counts. In its 30th year, Math Counts is best known for its competition program among middle schoolers, and they really make math a competitive sport for that type of community. Now, Twitch, on the other hand, is sponsoring the charity Child's Play, which is dedicated to improving the lives of children in hospitals around the world with kindness and generosity. Alright, so in the upper right hand corner we see the spawning pool go down first, and we do see who is this? What's going on? Golf playing with his pylon going down. So this is a very typical start for Protoss against Zerg. Put the pylon down right here, and then wall off. Now this is different. I haven't seen this too much in my own play, but it looks like Golf is going to go and put down his Nexus first before putting down his Forge. So that's going to give him a significant advantage in resource collection. Excuse me. Well, what did I just do there? And I did something, and I don't know what it is. There we go. And he's going to wall off with his gateway, while BueBz is going to go right on ahead and get his natural as well. If we look at unit count, it looks like Golf is doing very good with his economy. He's got 17 probes out to BueBz's 15 drones. And we do see a little engagement here with this probe being chased by a couple Zerglings, nothing too crazy. I will note that BueBz has an excellently placed observer on Golf's natural. You know what? Let me see what happens. Oh, and that just kills it. So no more Control N for JW Schmo. Alright, so we do see the Nexus on Golf's natural go down and complete, and BueBz will finish shortly with his hatchery. Alright, and we still see a slight economy improvement or economy run for Golf, so he's slightly ahead. And we do see more, at this point, collection of minerals by BueBz. However, that's offset by the fact that Golf is still running with more gas income. Alright, so we look here, there really hasn't been any engagement whatsoever. We do see the cybernetics core go down for Golf, and we do see that BueBz has taken his third, and we do see some cheese here going on by Golf here. He's going to try, I can already tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to pause this right here. So what's happening here is Golf knows that BueBz can only see about here, right? Because there's no, BueBz does not have, what does BueBz not have? BueBz does not have an overlord here or along this ridge. And so what that means is that now Golf can go and place a cannon here, here, or here, and when this pops, we're going to have some interesting gameplay here unless BueBz is able to see what's going on. So a little bit of a cheese here by Golf, but also very good play to prevent the expansion of the third by the Zerg player. This is typically necessary because at this point in the gameplay, at 6 minutes in, Protoss usually doesn't have the substantial army count when they wall in with their forge. And we do see some good draw in here by Golf. He is able to take out those 2 Zerglings. And we do see this photon cannon. So this is going to be an interesting engagement up here on the 3rd. I don't think BueBz is going to see this in time. And he's still right now, right as that photon cannon's coming up, he's going to see it. And there's not too much that he can do here other than take some damage. And I think he is indeed actually going to let that fall. I will note here that I'm doing this on the fly. This is different. Usually I am there watching these matchups between the 2 players. However, I was actually on an airplane when this game happened. And in an attempt to make this a quick replay casting, if you will, I am providing this to you ad-lib. So you will know very quickly how I screw up or not screw up. Alright, so we see these cannons just decimating BueBz's 3rd. Now, one thing to note here, I'm going to pause it right now, is that from a Protoss standpoint, Golf should be mostly interested in looking here, here, and here for a new 3rd or a new 2nd expansion, and that is also going to give him time, because this right here, this is 300 minerals. It's not the end of the world if it falls for BueBz, but what really is going to kill BueBz here is if Golf is able to prevent any 3rd from going down. So let's see if this probe's going to capture it. I cannot honestly say one way or the other. It looks like that probe is going to indeed fall, but BueBz doing a fantastic job of adapting to a bad situation. He is only going to be delayed by a couple minutes. I would say, well, it's substantial, because usually the 3rd base goes down around 4 minutes 30 seconds, and we're down into the 8-minute 30-second mark, and we BueBz's a couple minutes there behind. We do see an Oracle going down. Oh, and my Control Shift F is not doing what I want it to do. I am hovered over the Vespene geyser. Alright, so this Oracle is going to come in. This is fantastic. I really do have to say, Golf. This is fantastic play. Really engaging with some special tactics from Protoss. The Oracle does retreat, though, as BueBz is prepared with his 2 Spore Crawlers at his natural in order to fight that back. Alright, so now we're going to see some Phoenix Harass, along with that Oracle coming back. Probably going to make a 2nd attempt. I can't say for certain. But let me just pause it here real quick. I want to see what we have going on down here for Golf, because at the moment he's got excellent utilization of his mineral count. We do see that he went first for the Stargate, and is only now, he's got a 2nd Stargate, excuse me, and is only now going for his 2nd and 3rd gateway. Also a little bit low on the number of probes on his main. However, his natural expansion is doing very satisfactorily well. Alright, so BueBz having to deal with some more harass. And it looks like we're going to see some interesting play here. I'm being critiqued on my verbal skills by my ever amazing wife. She's an English major, and
English teacher. I'm not in college anymore.
Excuse me, English teacher, and I'm just screwing up left and right. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so we got a Void Ray on the field. We've got some research going down from Golf. We always love the research. Those engineers are just chugging away, giving him as much information as he can. We do see the Enduring Locusts being researched by BueBz. So it looks like he's looking to really pressure. Looks like what I would argue here, I'm just going to pause it here real quick, is that BueBz is going to set up base right here and really push in to the natural and really kind of force force Golf to make a decision on what he wants to do here, if he can get it off. Obviously here, he needs to be able to also ward off these units that are coming in. Alright, so we see, and we see a Tempest going down, and we see another Tempest going down. Alright, so I'm intrigued by this play. This is very interesting play with these Tempests going down. Let's just take a look at who can see what. Looks like BueBz is not going to see these Tempests going down. And it also looks like our friend here, Golf, does not see the infestation pit, or at least not seeing it completed. Let's just take a look. He did make it out while it was building. So theoretically speaking, he knows the timing as well when that's going to come down. Alright, so we're going to see a little engagement here in the third. I'm not 100% sure this is going to be excessively effective here for Golf. It does look like that Void Ray is going to do a little bit of damage, but not enough to really make BueBz panic. Some excellent micro of these queens. One queen is going to fall, another queen is going to fall. Some excellent force field play here, capturing, trapping those queens there. And we do see the first Locust go down. And Golf really not set up to handle, Swarm Hosts. And why do I say that? Well, he doesn't have anything right now that can very easily handle detection. It simply cannot detect. Alright, so we're going to see a force field go down, and now that's really there to slow down these Locusts, but just not enough energy left on those sentries. Not enough energy. And some good timing by BueBz. He got those Locusts out just in time, and he's going to be able to hold off his Zealot attack here. Now, one thing to note here, behind all of that play and all that push by Golf, we do see a Nexus going down. So, excellent management of his economy. Let's take a look here. We do see workers killed as 1-1 and units killed. Golf does hold a slight advantage, and it looks like he is also going to take an even larger advantage here by having this Void Ray. I would note here that I don't think there's a huge amount of anti-air. Let's just follow this puppy. Alright, so we are going to see an Overlord go down here. And that, sir, will fall. And this Void Ray is just going to pick off Locust. And that's what it's going to do. It's going to pick off Locust. Alright, so we do see some photon cannons coming down on Golf's third base. And I think really that is in response to the Swarm Hosts. Now he needs to adapt to the fact that he is going to get quite heavily pushed by this. And he doesn't have, let's take a look here. So he does have his Fleet Beacon, but I would make an argument here that he is not perfectly equipped to handle the Swarm Host. Obviously these Tempests, very good for a long distance attack. They can avoid the Swarm Host, but the problem with that is, quite honestly, that if BueBz is able to hold off Golf's observers and detection, the Tempests are not going to be able to hit these Swarm Hosts at all. Alright, so we do see some play going down here. It looks like these Swarm Hosts just don't have the range. These Locusts don't have the range. And we are going to see, I think, at least, maybe not. And again, that same thing, without the detection, these Locusts are able to hide. They're able to stay away from the main attack. And Golf just not really engaging here. Alright, we do see that one observer go out. That is good. And we do see these Locusts moving up now, or excuse me, the Swarm Hosts moving up. We do see excellent spore crawler placement. So as long as these Swarm Hosts stay here, they are not going to have to worry too much about observer attacking them, simply because the detection is there. And we do see these Tempests. They're just chilling. They're very much so just chilling. And again, those Tempests aren't going to do a huge amount of damage against these Locusts in and of itself. Alright, so we do see, let's see now if these swarm hosts are able to defend here. It looks like they will. Looks like they're going to be able to very handily take these stalkers out. And, as I mentioned earlier, these spore crawlers are just going to be able to devastate the air units, the close-in air units. So Golf here, a little bit in a precarious position, I would argue. These Tempests really aren't going to be effective against so many Locusts, and now as they slowly advance forward, their range is going to increase to the point where they will be inside this base on the 3rd. So this is going to be a death by many daggers if BueBz is able to pull this off. I would also note here that from a unit count, it looks like Golf is a little bit low on his unit count, probably evidenced by the fact that he has so many Tempests, while BueBz is almost supply blocked. Now, one thing he does risk is the fact that he has these Corruptors, and they're armored. The Tempest is going to do a substantial amount of damage. Alright, and we do see that Golf is now engaging, recognizing that he needs to deal with this issue, but even still, I mean, these are just free kills. You know, these Stalkers that go down, that's a free kill, that's 3 free kills right there. And no expense to BueBz, no risk to BueBz right there. It will be interesting to see what happens here with this. I'm going to get rid of that little overlay there so we can actually see what's going on. We do see some good maneuvering here by both sides. Golf is trying to micro out the attacks so he can take out these swarm hosts one at a time. And BueBz is just trying to run around and not get caught with his pants down against these attacks. But I do think that we are going to see here one of these Tempests fall, and that's a good way to chase him back, Golf back. And again, just free kills coming down here with these Stalkers. Not really equipped well to stop the Locust onslaught. That being said, over here on the side, we do see Golf laying down his 4th. Maybe not exactly the best time to be placing it down, but again, not the end of the world. He is managing this extremely well. Even though he is losing a huge amount of units, and BueBz, just as you can see here, just chipping away at the Stalker count. I will note that BueBz is supply blocked right now. Let's take a look. Okay, so we do have some Zealots moving in. These are going to be detected right here by BueBz, so let's see if he is able to gauge that properly, as he is now putting his 4th down. It does look like he's sending some Locusts back, so this is good. And we do see some more Tempests, just a huge amount of Tempests. Let's take a look here. Units. Yes, 10 Tempests, which is a nice sounding, nice elegant name for them. Some alliteration, almost alliteration there, with some 10 Tempests. Alright, and we do see, I would like to see a little bit more research coming out of BueBz, but I think he's very focused here on just doing as much damage as possible. Just a huge amount of Corruptors. We have, let's see, 16 Swarm Hosts, and how many Corruptors? I don't even think there they are, 23 Corruptors. And he's doing the research, which is always good on the Corruptors. Gotta love the research. Now again, there's free kills here with these Stalkers. These Stalkers are doing what they need to do. They have to basically be fodder for these Locusts, but just not enough of them. And no sentries there to put force fields down to block. I mean, you could block off this wall right here with some force fields, but it still doesn't solve the main problem of you got to take out this swarm host cluster. I believe they call it a mushroom, is the slang term these days. I don't know, these young kids these days, they got all these new names for things. Alright, so we do see one Zealot did make it through. That one Zealot is just chomping away, and another Stalker going at it. But again, some risk here. We do see some more swarm hosts. Now they're engaging here on Golf's 4th. And that being said, I think Golf has given up on his 3rd. We see all of his probes moving over to his 4th, so I think he's effectively given up on that. We are going to see an engagement here right out of his natural. Very interesting play. He's moving in, BueBz is moving in to engage these Tempests head on. He does take one down, but he is losing Corruptors here left and right. Alright, so it looks like he was able to defend against that one Zealot. And we do see that now Golf is required to engage on multiple fronts. He looks like his third is going to fall, and it looks like now he is moving to engage on what was supposed to be a snipe attack by these 4 swarm hosts. So I assume here that once he cleans this up, he's going to be able to very quickly engage these swarm hosts. But a key thing here, no observers. So Golf is going to have to bring it back until that observer can come in, and that is going to give BueBz time to react, and that's huge. He's going to be able to bring in all of his Corruptors and more swarm hosts, and now he's going to be able to destroy that observer with another Overlord, just really managing, controlling that detection. It's really going to BueBz right now with that detection ability. And that's just that's really going to hurt Golf, because we're looking at here a 10x delta almost in money, while BueBz has over 6,000 minerals. Golf is now down to 300. So again, a death of many cuts. And we do see that observer going in, and is it going to be detected? I think so, and it is going to die. All right, so again, that observer is going to fall. These swarm hosts are going to be able to continue what they are doing, and this is not looking good for Golf. And we do see the swarm hosts moving up to the old third, and we do see looks like Golf's putting down some gateways. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. I think he's committed. I think he's saying to himself, I have to hold this base. If I hold any other base, I have to hold this base. And that is indeed the case. We do see that his main is almost out of minerals. Less than 1,000 for certain over the entire thing. His naturals out of minerals, we're down to 16, especially considering that he's got 16 probes on one mineral line. And then finally we've got this last one where he's got only 14. So he is definitely committed to guarding this location. Now the question really becomes, can he do it? And I think it's looking a little questionable. These swarm hosts just able to engage free kills. We do see an immortal go down there, and just more free kills, and just a massive wave after wave after wave. BueBz not even doing research here to upgrade the assets, but just really just trying to pound him and not let up any pressure. We do see some good micro there, but again, these swarm hosts, just free kills on the stalkers, and he's sensing an engagement. He's going in, he's going to take out the void rays, are going to go down, and he's going to retreat. And again, just small cuts all around. Now he's got his swarm host taking out, it looks like Golf sent a couple, let me just pause this, looks like Golf sent some probes down to try and get some minerals, and these swarm hosts right here were able to knock that back. And we are going to see, again, just another immortal going down by these locusts. These locusts do 12 damage, which means that the shields of the immortal do protect them to some degree, but there's just so many of them. Alright, and so now we're going to see what looks like, to me, a final stand here. BueBz, again, just an inordinate amount of minerals, gas. And he's only taken 4 bases here, ladies and gentlemen. So this is looking very, very good for BueBz. And we only have 2 Tempests left, 1 Tempest left. Am I right? 1 Tempest left. And against that many Corruptors, there's just nothing. There's nothing that can be done there. And it really is not looking good for Golf right now. And now these swarm hosts, these locusts, just completely unimpeded by the huge amount of, or excuse me, the lack of an army that Golf has. He is going to have to let that base fall. I do give Golf credit. He has not given up yet, even in these dire straits, these dire times. But I don't see a way out for him. I really don't. Just very effective Swarmhorse play here by BueBz to nullify what was a very agile, I would say is the best term to use here, beginning by Golf to really keep BueBz at bay. We see the GG from Golf, and he ends up leaving. And ladies and gentlemen, Raytheon is going to take game 1 of a best-of-5 play against Twitch. And I thank you again for watching. This is JW Schmo from Team Raytheon and After Hour Gaming League's B League. And I hope to see you for game 2 very shortly.